Boy, you know that guy's catching a folding chair to the head.
Greetings, tribe. It is Wednesday, September 15th, and it is the first day of National Hispanic Heritage Month. Over on Snacking with Ortega, I'm going to be doing 5 consecutive weeks of Hispanic and Latino-inspired cuisines. Those episodes start every Thursday at 3 o'clock. Availability on YouTube. Please go over, like, share, definitely subscribe. Help us grow the channel and get our numbers up. I'm going to talk about a few things real quick and get into the meat of this thing. First off, I haven't seen All Out yet. I know, shame me, please do. I swear I'll have it watched by the end of the weekend. The theater I work at's just reopening. It's been really busy and I haven't had time to sit down. And I want to watch the whole thing in one sitting and not break it up. So that's why I really haven't seen it. WWE does something positive in my eyes. They put the belt on Big E Monday night. Stunned, absolutely amazed. I love Big E. I think he deserves it. I hope they do something good with it, but my hopes are not high. That being said, NXT 2.0, with that color scheme and that new intro and that crap music, I highly expected to see Pettingill pop out somewhere. Did not like the new stuff. I didn't like the look of the room. I really didn't like LA Knight getting jobbed out. I mean, sure, it's Rick Steiner's kid, but what is it? I can't even think of his stupid fucking name now off the top of my head. Braun Breaker, that's what it was. That's fucking horrible. And somebody asked, well, why didn't you go with the Steiner name? And a friend of mine replied, because that's a wrestling name, and we're not wrestling, it's sports entertainment. And I was like, wow, I hate that that's probably a thing. Anyway, really not happy with that. Just pushing like these people that, I mean, obviously no one knows who they are, but the whole concept of them just like saying, fuck the indies, we're going to build our own talent. It's going to get hard to people. You know, if you get a guy off the indies, he has a fan base already. He has a fan base or he wouldn't be on your radar. So you're bringing those fans into the fold. You're better off bringing some people in and trying, maybe they'll blend into some other wrestlers that you already got or sports entertainers. But if you're just building your own, how are they going, you know, do you really, WWE really think they're so good that you can just create superstars? I mean, there's going to be this guy come along eventually. He's going to have all this stuff and all the pieces are going to fall in. But you can't create a roster. You just can't do it, I don't think. I mean, what do I know? Vince has been doing this for a long time. He's been pissing people off for a long time, and a lot of us, no matter how much we bitch, we're still there fucking watching it every week, and I think it's because we remember how good it can be, we know how good it could be, and we always hope it will be that good when we watch it, and sadly, it's often a disappointment. I will say I did like him putting Goldie back on Ciampa. I'm very happy with that, but it's because I really like Ciampa. Taking O'Reilly out gives me some fear for him and his future. Perhaps I think maybe they'll bring him up to the main roster, but I don't know. You know, we're all just kind of riding along right here with this. I know some people out there don't like NXT, some of you don't like WWE, period. I'm a wrestling fan, and even though I watch WWE and I'm disappointed, I always find a little something that I enjoy. It's not necessarily worth my 3-hour investment, and that's why I DVR it, kind of skim through it, and just kind of look for the folks I do enjoy. And, you know, if there's something I read about, maybe they'll catch my eye. But overall, it's been very disappointing lately. But a lot of times we all stay in bad relationships, just hoping it'll get better. So, you know, what can you do? Now that crap's out of the way, remember, tomorrow night, A, Mexico's Independence Day. B, Impact Wrestling on Access TV, my favorite wrestling show on TV. Now, pandemic first hit. Revolver is supposed to have a show in Des Moines. Backdrop to the future. Fantastic card. I can't even remember some of the matches. I think Janela and Warhorse were supposed to wrestle. I don't remember much about it because it was so long ago. And literally, like, there were photos of the ring set up, ready to go, and literally, like, the morning of the show, it had to be canceled, and it sucked. That also, I had tickets also for the, I believe, another Friday show that was supposed to happen in Dayton in that May. So I still got that ticket waiting for when they can go back to Dayton and do another show. Hope to see you there. Anyway, Revolver is back. First show back, Tales from the Ring 4, October 30th, Horizon Events Center, Clive, Iowa. And dear God, did Sammy and the boys in the office put together a fucking card. I don't even know it's finalized yet. This is what I know is scheduled to take place. First off, every championship has been dropped. It's been stripped. There will be new champions across the board, new tag champs, new world champ. The Scramble Championship was last won by John Schuyler. He dumped it in the trash. That belt exists no more, and there is rumor that there's going to be a new title. Not the world title, not the tag title, but like a third title, kind of like your Intercontinental title. For that, there is a championship ladder match. The 4 competitors vying for that world championship all night long, baby. Rich Swann, Trey Miguel, the Man Scout, Jake Manning. Has Tent changed his ways in COVID? Will he be there to assist the Man Scout? Will Man Scout finally grab the big golden revolver? One way to find out is to go see it live at the Rise Event Center in Clive, Iowa, or live on Fight TV. Just order it and watch it in the comfort of your own home. Careful. What else we got? What do we got? The Drama King, Matt Raywalt, against the alternative Anthony Green. Anthony Green was recently let loose from WWE. I believe he was wrestling under August Gray, I believe is what he was going by over there. He had a decent run tagging with Kurt Stallion Rogers, not Kurt Stallion anymore. So that's a really good match. I saw Drama King wrestle at the Hall of Fame show in Waterloo earlier this summer. The guy is really good. He's on Impact right now. He's been hanging out with Deonna Purrazzo as the King and Queen, so maybe go check that out. Also, six-man sudden death scramble, pardon me. Madman Fulton, Tyler Matrix, and Logan James, who are a tag team, so they might work together in this. Everett Connors, Warhorse, and Ninja Mac. And if you haven't fucking seen Ninja Mac wrestle yet, you're in for a fucking treat. I've seen him on a bunch of GCW shows. I saw him wrestle twice over this past couple weeks ago up in Chicago. And the guy is just a freak athlete, on par with, like, you know how Morrison does all of his parquet, fucking flippy twists and shit? This guy, I think he smokes Morrison. And like he's just amazing to watch. He's just good. He's fun. He's great in the ring. And I think this 6-man here is going to be a fantastic treat of a scramble. Also, please let me see Warhorse drop that big bad fucking elbow off the top rope. Better than Macho Man's, people. Better than Macho Man's. Best elbow I've ever seen. Warhorse rules ass. Alex Colon versus Jake Crist. Saw these two get at it at Dayton St. Valentine's Day Massacre. They had a barbed wire boards match at that show in Dayton, and it was a brutal, bloody mess, and they beat the shit out of each other. And when it all got said and done, they basically kind of shook hands and said, we're going to do this again. And so I'm kind of looking at this 4 Corners of Pain as the rematch for that. And man, Alex Colon is like the artiste of death matches to me. Like, he's the first person I watched and went, wow, he's really good at this. Like, he's good at fucking taking weapons and fucking people up, but not fucking them up. Fucking, this is going to be a great match. And Crist is just a sick athlete. I've always felt he was an underrated wrestler, or maybe underappreciated. He had a great run on Impact a few years ago with the X Division as the Golden Draw. Just a freak athlete. And these two, it's going to be a wonderful, because like Colon is also just a great in-ring wrestler. He's not just a death match dude. So this could be one of those great combinations of a wonderful technical match mixed in with the death match. And I'm really looking forward to this. Very nice, very evil Danhausen taking on former 2-time Revolver champion Matthew Palmer, the Monster Hunter. Can Palmer overcome, or will he be cursed? You have to go to find out. Ace Austin, a premier athlete, one of the smoothest, just flowy kind of dudes I've ever seen in the ring. And he is taking on Alex Zane, recently released from WWE. You may have seen him as Ari Sterling. He made a scene on the indie scene. I saw the guy fucking jump over a fucking car, man. The guy's amazing, and seeing these two in the ring is just going to be an absolute treat. That match alone would be worth the price of the ticket, the drive, and paying for the show on Fight so you can go watch it later after you've seen it live. It's going to be amazing. The Sauce, Alex Zane, Ace Austin. That's going to be a burner. One I'm really looking forward to, one of my favorite ladies in the business, Jessica Havoc. She's a great talent. She's a wonderfully nice human being. And she is taking on for the first time young up-and-comer, and I mean young, like still in high school, probably young, Billy Starks. and she is so fun to watch. She's just great. She's super personable. She's got this great blue hair. I really love watching her work. I got the chance to talk to her a little bit at that Chicago show. She's an incredibly nice young lady, and she's really looking forward to this match as well. And I think this is going to be maybe the sleeper match that people aren't expecting to be so fantastic, that I think is going to be really maybe a show stealer. And then, man, the big one, the big motherfucker, right? Like I said, Sami Callihan and the office at Revolver were not fucking playing with this. The Wolves are reuniting. Eddie Edwards, Davey Richards. I just saw Davey Richards in an AEW show a couple weeks ago. That man can still fucking go, and he looks good. Him and Eddie had a great run in Impact. They've been all over the fucking world, and they are renowned. Also, reuniting tag team, the Switchblades, Sami Callihan, the Death Machine, the Draw, and John fucking Moxley. Sami Callihan on the same goddamn team. The only thing more terrifying is thinking of those two going at it with each other. When they just first started announcing talent, they hadn't announced matches yet. And it was, first off, it was like, they could have had fucking 8 jobbers from fucking Des Moines that had been like, fucking Revolver, yeah, they're doing a show, it doesn't matter who's wrestling, because it's Revolver. Because that's how I feel about them. They renewed my love affair with wrestling in a deep way back in October of 2018. Thanks, Six. Just the talent they started cranking out. It's like everybody, like I remember I was meeting friends at a bar. I got a tweet just before I walked in, and all I could do is walk in and scream and just hold my phone out and be like, look, look, look. And because like my boy Dope was there, fucking we've been jonesing to go to one of these shows, and it's like, says me and Dope and Six and Sam and Chloe, we all got to get together because I see Revolver Crew and we got to go rage this fucking thing, and it's happening and we're fucking excited. We've still got tickets from the last show. We're getting to get, oh yeah. Sorry, I get a little carried away sometimes. Anyway, the Revolver is back for our generation, by our generation. October 30th, Clive, Iowa, just outside of Des Moines, Horizon Events Center. If you can't get tickets, watch it on Fight TV. It's gonna be a motherfucker, okay? It's gonna be a motherfucker. That's about all I've got. So, oh wait, I forgot one more thing. Sorry, guys. This weekend, there's 2 GCW shows. Friday night, September 17th, from Los Angeles, Highest in the Room. Saturday, the 18th, GCW versus Fist Combat. At that show, you're going to get Gage, SGC, Jordan Oliver, Effie, Atticus Kogar, AJ Gray, and they're taking on a lot of the Fist Combat. I've got fight on my brain, man. Too busy hyping that fucking channel. Fist Combat's superheroes that they got on their roster. I don't know much about them. I'm going to watch the show, so I'll learn something. I might find a new favorite wrestler. You might too. Find it. I believe it's on the GCW YouTube the next afternoon, but you can just go on the internet and figure it out and find it out for yourself, because I'm not here to give you directions. I was here to give you ideas. Anyway, Highest in the Room. Check this out. SGC 6-man tag. The Sauce, Alex Zane, versus the Clout Cutter, Jordan Oliver. And that kid, you've heard me talk about him before. I will fucking rave about that kid, and I will rave about that kid, and I will fucking rave about that kid. He's fucking amazing. God, I love watching Jordan Oliver wrestle. Atticus Kogar versus Ninja Mac. Can Atticus catch Ninja Mac to put the skewers in his head? Will the mask deflect the skewers? Will the skewers even get used? Because will Mac take them away and use them like ninja weapons and kill Atticus Kogar? We don't know. Tune in to find out. It'll also be on Fight TV. Effie, Too Cold Scorpio. I don't need to say anything else. We already know this is going to be a motherfucker. The Dirty Daddy, Chris Dickinson, is taking on, I believe, Jacob Fatu. This is going to be some 2 big boys slamming, jamming, smacking the fuck out of each other and shit. Ron Funches. Tony Deppen in Chicago starts talking shit to Ron Funches, who's just there to enjoy some wrestling and talk some shit on commentary. And this fucking Tony Deppen, who's a great wrestler by the way, starts running his fucking jaw. Funches gets in the ring, Tony drops him. Why are you gonna hit Funches, man? Anyway, so that match is signed. Ron Funches, Tony Deppen in LA, Friday night the 17th. That's gonna just be goofy as fuck. G-Raver, Alex Colon. G-Raver, Alex Colon, just 2 fantastic deathmatch wrestlers. Check them out, man. G-Raver just had basically a 2-year-long feud with Jimmy Lloyd because of the injury he suffered at 2 Cup stuff, and which basically it cost him his tattooing career. It almost cost him his entire wrestling career, if not almost his life. They have, ever since he came back in the summer, I believe 2020, I can't remember It was Homecoming. I don't remember I've seen too much fucking wrestling. Anyway, G-Raver came back out of nowhere, stunned everybody, basically set Jimmy Lloyd on fire. And they have been just feuding continuously since, like almost like once a month, once every couple of months, whatever. These two just go through and just beat the piss out of each other in these insane matches. There was the glass ceiling match, which I thought that was the end of it, man. I'm talking fucking panes of glass, fucking mounted of crits, fucking thing is fucking insane. Nobody should do that. But they did it. It was amazing. And when they had their last battle in Chicago 2 weeks ago, literally glass from their match hitting me at my feet bleeding. You'll see clips when I finally put my wrestling clip thing together and put it up over on the YouTubes. I'll get to it. I've been busy. I've been making shows and shit. Come on. I got a fucking real job too. It's not like I make any money off this from you fucks. Except that Brandon. He gave me some money. All right. So that's about it. Kicking off Hispanic Heritage Month. Today is September 15th. I believe it rolls to October 15th. Tomorrow, Mexican Independence Day. Impact Wrestling on Access TV. Friday night, GCW. Saturday, GCW takes on Fist Combat. That's all I know that's coming up off the top of my head. Anyway, check this shit out. If you don't have information about the Revolver show, listen to me, man. Listen to me. Look it up. Find your way to fucking Des Moines. And again, if you can't, watch it on Fight TV. I'm so fucking excited about this. We're still fucking, like 6 weeks out. And I'm fucking about it. So you can imagine what's going to happen by the time it comes, man. We start get there and fucking, you know what's going to happen? We're going to walk in the fucking Horizon Events Center where there's going to be some Revolver, and I'm going to get a shitty hot dog. Oh, yeah. And then we're going to do the thing. We're going to do the thing. Oh, yeah.
I love Ortega's sauce. It makes my taco pop.